Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. Before we start, if you want to be a member of the Reydiant Reality family and community, you can hit the join button to get all of those amazing perks and bits and bobs and offers that are going on inside the membership area. And if you are ready to move on with something, if you are ready to push past your blocks, to get charged up and to fire yourself out into the future, I advise you to join Tribal Tuesday. Enrollment is open until the end of the month. You can check out the link in the description box below. I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for you, Sagittarius. What is your destiny card for the week ahead? And this week you got the Judgment card, right? So big change, possibly life-changing changes this week, right? So the Judgment card, yes, it's got that whole blast from the past energy about it, but it also talks about the big changes, the big shifts that happen in our lives. Now, this is going to be a brilliant week for you because your ruler Jupiter went direct as of the day before. So let's say from this week onward, from the 12th onwards, this is it. Jupiter is direct now. And the thing about the second part of the Jupiter direct, the first one, yeah, it brings you opportunities and blessings and expansions for sure. And then it goes retrograde. It has you look at those things. What have you squandered? What have you wasted? What have you probably not given as much thought and effort as you could have? And then when it goes direct again the second time, the last time before it changes signs, that's when you start to see the blessings. Now with the Judgment card, as your destiny card for this week, pay attention to what happens this week because it's going to permeate the next 3 or 4 months for you. This is what's going to show you how things will shape up. And with the Judgment card, it's basically saying to you, if you want to see those big changes, if you want to see those big shifts, you've got to be on board. Sagittarius is a natural adventurer, right? Wherever the path leads, you will find them. Aries, sometimes Pisces, although Pisces is probably in the back seat with a can of beer. I'm joking. But you will definitely see those signs at the forefront looking like, new horizons, new stuff, new adventures, what's going on here. This week, you are going to have to pay attention to those things. But with the Judgment card, this will start to show you where big things are going to start to kick up in your world now, which is exciting. It really is. But it does, like I said, it does say that there are big changes in the wings for you. The context is the 8 of Wands, right? So you could be getting this week lots of correspondence. Look out for your emails. Look out for your text messages. There looks to be 2 things, right? One, you could have some clients, whatever you do for business, whatever you do for work, you could have some clients or old colleagues coming out of the woodwork this week and offering you some kind of opportunity. It's going to be up to you whether you go for it or not. There's nothing here that says whether it's good or bad. It just says that it's going to come. It does also look like there are going to be invites to things that you have wanted to do or wanted to go to in the past, but maybe didn't have the time, didn't have the resources. A lot of the old opportunities that you didn't have a chance to fulfill or to, or didn't have the energy or the time or even the want to do, this week you could be having all of those come right back around at you. So this is the time for you to pay attention and be discerning about the things that you go for, right? This is exciting, right? Second chances in life are a rare thing, especially when it comes to the bigger things in life. And I kind of feel like there's going to be at least 2 things this week that could potentially be very big for all Sagittarians, whether you're a sun, moon or an ascendant, right? I feel like there's going to be something this week that comes back at you and you're like, damn, I never thought I'd get another shot at that. Be ready to move when it comes. Insight card, what's going on behind the scenes? You've got the Page of Cups, right? Interesting that I mentioned Pisces, right? Being in the back seat because the Page of Cups is ruled by Pisces. And as an insight card, this talks about your ability to be creative, your ability to work with what you have, to literally delve into your artistic nature. And whatever that means, you know, when you say artistic and creative, people always think about, you know, painters and dancers and singers. It doesn't have to be that. Sometimes it's just the ability or the energy that you have within you that you're willing to put into making or creating something in the real world. This week, I mean, you know, you've got all sort of fire and water going on here. So that creates a lot of steam. And when you get a lot of steam, sometimes it can do two things. It can either make you really restless, or you can use it as a driving force, right? Steam powered engines, all of that sort of stuff. So ask yourself this week, what energy do I have within me that needs a creative outlet? Where is it that I can harness and focus that energy? And where is it that some opportunity has already taken place for me that I didn't utilize, that I am now ready to move forward with? You will have it, but the Page of Cups is basically saying, use your feelings. This is not a week to be all in here. It's a week to use the feelings, because that's what's going to say to you, yes, this is the right opportunity for me, or no, it isn't. And the thing about opportunities coming back into your life, sometimes when things come back into your life, they didn't work for you the first time, and they're not going to work for you this time. However, if it is the sort of thing that you did think, you know what, I really wish I got a second chance at that, and it pops up, use your feelings, your inner guidance system, as Abraham Hicks calls it, to show you or to reveal to you which is the right way for you to go. And ultimately, if the opportunity is actually for you, sometimes they aren't, you know, and that's okay too. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care. I'll see you soon.